Hey guys, this is Mr. 250 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. And, yeah, we're in Minecraft, as the title goes. We're back over here at my lake again. My lake town, or lake town in progress, and it looks more or less the same on the surface, right? Well, you might be surprised. It's the same on the surface, but there's a little different happening. Okay, so this is my temporary town storage for town materials. I think I showed you how deep I was going to have the whole thing, but you obviously couldn't see how deep the whole thing would be because, it wasn't dug out yet. So I figured I'd give you guys a little idea of, like, as you saw how deep it needed to go, that's a lot of stone. You want to see how much stone that takes up? It takes up a lot of stone. So here's all of the chests. Those are stone chests on the side. And basically every chest that's been randomly placed is a chest with stone or cobblestone, mostly stone. And it was a long process, but as we got towards the end, I got really fervent in trying to finish it quicker, because once you get closer, ooh, look at that. Hello, pig. Once you get closer to the end, it sort of gets to the point where you want to just finish it up. So I worked a lot more fervently, and I got some help, and it all worked out very nicely. So we have lots of stone, all sorts of stuff. And now, for the grand finale, let's see what the place looks like now that it's been all dug out. Ta-da! It's pretty cool, isn't it? So I have no idea any estimated how much stone that was. I'd say maybe 20 to 30 double chests full of stone. Maybe, something like that. Quite a lot of stone. And as you can tell, this is a ginormous room, and this is what it looks like right now. Later, it will be filled with water, and then it'll be even more amazing. So, before I can fill it with water, there's a couple things I need to do. Because there's a couple things you can only really do whenever there's air, or whenever, like, a lot of things that are easy when it's air. And I'm going to take advantage of that. So, one of the first things, well, here, let me lay out my ground plan for you guys. The first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to build our airlock, because that's basically going to be the center point of this town. And I don't know exactly where I want to build it. I'm thinking somewhere about here, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make it over here. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, I think I'll make it over here. And that way the town can spread out that way. Maybe. I don't know, I kind of wanted it to be a center hub, so maybe not. Maybe we'll have it, like, right about here at the center, or so. Oh yeah, another thing you'll notice. Because we are at height 34, we are within slime spawning range, and I basically built a ginormous slime spawner. I mean, this thing spawns slime so often. I have over 10 stacks of slime balls. Now, I do have a looting sword, but even without a looting sword, I'd imagine I'd still have at least 4 or 5. Something like that. Maybe at least 3. So, yeah, we've been busy. Collecting slime balls, collecting all these materials that I've got. Maybe not the stone and the dirt so much, but basically everything else will be super useful. So the first plan is to build this airlock, and me and Minebrew worked on it on a creative server that I made. So I'll show off what exactly the design will be, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so this is the airlock design that we will be building our airlock for the town off of. I've got Minebrew here to help me show it off.
Hello.
It's a hello, Minebrew. It's a fairly I don't know, not simple, but it's not difficult to use. It's simple to use for average people, but it combines many different things together. So would you like to show off how to go through it?
Sure.
So, the first thing that you do is you drop down there, and then as you can see now, there's a button in here that you push, which will drain the water, and it will activate bud switches that open the doors, You step on pressure plates on the way out. The water comes back in, goes back to the bud switches, and closes the doors. So it's a very simple airlock, and it looks pretty cool. So thank you, Minebrew. So let me show off a little bit of the redstone behind it. So the first thing is that you fall in here, and you push this button over here. And what that does two things. Well, it does one thing, which leads to another thing. First off, it closes off this pistons here that are attached to some glass blocks that are all around this ring here. And when they close, the water gets sealed off because there's no actual water in the tube. It's all just right here where I'm at. And once the water stops, it flows down here to where these two little holes in the side are, which are water paths. Why, hello, you got an ocelot. And the ocelot's stepping on the pressure plate. Hope it doesn't mess up. Okay.
Oop.
It's fine. And then the water leads to some tunnels, which are about right here, and it flows over...
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Okay. It flows over to these pistons, which are bud switches, which they only notice a change whenever they are updated by something. In this case, it's water. So when water starts to flow into it, they're updated. They send a current through the redstone here to all of our pistons around the end here, where there's little glass blocks. And they all close, sealing the door inside. It's fairly simple. It's a loop of redstone that just goes to all of them. And it has two inputs. It has, to activate it, it has that button way down there and these pressure plates here. And that'll seal it off. Here's a T flip-flop, just to keep the whole thing running as it should. And it's a fairly simple design. Down here where Minebrew is going, we have this is where we were working on the design because we were a little wondering how to make the bud switch work in this situation. So what we did was we did a little small scale test here, where whenever you push the button, it activates the flip-flop, which closes this gate here so water can stop coming down. Which, here, let me get in there. It's just like the big one, only it's one block. So you go through here, get down here, push the button, and closes it off. The water flows over this piston, which activates the bud switch, closes off this, which will activate this piston here, and it will close that off when the water comes through, and then you step on the pressure plate once you're all the way through the system. And, actually, I did that backwards. So, once you get through here, you step on the pressure plate, and then the water flows back and closes the block behind you. And that's about it, but this is the design that I will be building in there. Haven't quite worked out the spot where it'll be, but you guys should see in a second where it will be. So, see you guys in a second. Okay, so we're back again. And just so you know, I'm kind of half building this from memory and half from the actual design itself, so I may have to make a few pauses, although you guys won't really notice anything. It'll just be a short pause and you'll be right back. So, what I'm going to be doing here is I've decided our material is going to be stone slabs. For two reasons. One, because I think they look good. And two, because that's one of the easier materials I can get. The easiest materials I can get currently would be stone bricks, which I'd thought about using. But I think underwater, I don't know if I'd like them, because they'd be a bit too dark, since they'd be outside underwater. This is an airlock. So all that iron you saw will be replaced by stone brick. Or not stone brick, I'm sorry, half slabs here. And to do that, I'm going to be making, you know, these little half slab whole blocks here. You just stack two of them on top of each other. And it's pretty simple. By their cat paws. I don't think I'll be using the glowstone because it's a bit in short supply. But, I think I will... Whoops. Hello there. Sorry about all this block lag. I get this stuff a lot. It's crazy. I mean, everyone does, but I'm saying I get a lot of this stuff. This block lag, and like this thing where I keep falling off blocks. Oh, okay, leave me alone. But I will persevere. Placing half slabs isn't helping. Like, if you place or remove blocks quickly, it gets worse sometimes. Like, you'll get worse block lag, and doing half slabs, instead of putting down 2 blocks, I'm having to put down like 4, so it gets a little worse for this. But, we'll need a couple things. So as you saw, you saw the whole thing above ground. The way I'm going to be setting this up is we're going to have most of this underground, and only maybe the top rectangle part will stick out, if that makes any sense at all. You'll kind of see it as I build it, but it won't just be the block lag. I won't have that whole thing above ground. First off, that's a lot to cover up, and the reason we actually had a first design, I don't know if you saw it in the video when we were flying around, but we had another design that was sort of built into the ground, but it was difficult to work with because it was built into the ground. So we put the second one in the air, and we also fixed it so a lot of the redstone was under the machine, so I could actually bury it in this ground. So, anyway, if I remember correctly, it was one more block down. I may have to move this up, actually, which wouldn't be hard with the way I have it right now. All I'd have to do is add an extra layer to the top. Let me dig out of here so I can have a way out. Okay, I'm going to have to relook back at the footage. I'm going to have to relook back at my, not footage, sorry, my video again, so I can see what I'm doing, so give me just one sec. Okay, got another look at it, and I need to dig this out. So, I'm going to be building it from the top down, since that's the top part's what's going to be, like, at the bottom of the lake. So it'll just be the easiest to build, and I'm going to keep running into these potholes everywhere because we filled in a lot of caves around here. When you're building something this size, you have to realize that there's just going to be a lot of caves in the ground, and you got to work with that. Okay. So, I believe this is how we're going to be doing this. Whoops. We're going to leave one side open so we can have some access into here. We're going to leave this open right here for now. And ciao. Ka-chow. Okay. Let's move that out of the way and get me some more half slabs in here. We'll need to make more of these, but they're real easy to make, and I have so many materials I could fill this entire thing with half slabs, pretty much. This whole place. Okay, so the way I had it set up in there was that there were pistons, I believe. See, this is the first, second, third, so right about this level there were pistons, and we had them. I wanted it to sort of be like a corkscrew design, if that makes any sense, or not a corkscrew, like a swirl maybe, where all the pistons come together, and see, I actually need to put the pistons out one more. I always forget the little thing about pistons is when they're not extended, you have to put them out one more, which, if that doesn't make sense, don't worry, you're not alone. I have to figure this kind of stuff out every day. Okay, so we're gonna stick these pistons in there. Good, they're facing the right direction. I was worried I was gonna have to like dig a hole and all sorts of weird stuff to get it to face the right direction. And then we need some glass, which I decided not to smelt ahead of time because I'm a derp. Or just because I forgot. Yeah, you guys can stay with me. It's not going to take that long. Anyway, so those pistons are going to be connected to pieces of glass. And, let's see. Just because what type of like system I have it's going to be an airlock system, so I want you to be able to see in the system. Whoa, weird camera. Calm down. I want you to be able to see in the system and stuff. Oh, by the way, in case you hadn't seen when I went and picked up my stuff, this is all of my treasures I've been keeping here. I've gotten so much stuff since I've been digging this out. Some of it's from doing some deals with people, like, you know, trading items, which, you know, always happens on the server. Or some of them have been from, what's it called? From, like, finding things. Like, I'd find a cave and I'd take a little break because I've been working on this forever, it seems. And so I'd take a short break, and then I'd go on to that. Oh, by the way, we have pigs here. Lots of pigs. Somebody, I believe it was Cat Paws, or maybe it was somebody else, but somebody was nice enough to, it was more out of boredom, but I'm still happy because of it. They wrangled together, wow, wrangled, my cowboy. They wrangled together 2 pigs for us and kept breeding them, so now we have a large selection of pigs, which is something very good because I was thinking the only animal we'd be able to keep alive in this place would be chickens because of how easy they are to transport. Like, pigs would be a lot harder to transport underwater. But now we'll be able to get pigs as well. Alright, so now we need to wire all this together. I have some redstone wire here. So let's see, I think the way we had it was there was a block on top of these. I'm very bad with the redstone, in case you haven't figured this out already. I'm not bad, I don't know much about the stuff. Like, there's all these simple little things, like, that people would understand real easy about this, that I just don't get. And, you know, that's just me. I never got around to understanding it. Okay, we probably will need a repeater somewhere in here. Let's see, how far does this go? Let's make a torch real quick. I'll need plenty of these anyway, so there's no reason not to make a torch right now. Okay. It goes... Let's see. Ah, it does. It goes all the way to there. And we would have it coming from this way as well, so we don't need a repeater until it meets up. So this will work. Oh, and I guess, here, let me show you. So this one's not lighting because we don't have the signal reaching to it, but if I did this. So, as you can see, all of them go back and forth like that, and that's exactly what I'm wanting. And it'll, you know, block off the water from above, because all this water will be always coming down from above, and it'll block it off when you're trying to get through. So that's how that's going to work. Let's see. Now, I need to dig down a little bit more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how deep this needs to be. And we'll replace all of these with half slaps. Half slaps? Ha ha ha. I don't know why that's funny. Everyone on the server seems to be illiterate sometimes. Like, you know, I mean, no, it's text chat, obviously, that's why. But it's just funny sometimes. Like, they'll be like, hey, does anyone have any half slaps? And I'm like, I can slap you around if you need that, but otherwise, I don't believe I have any. I don't know. It's a dumb little joke, but I think it's funny. Lag. This lag is also being caused because I'm getting ready to leave, like I said. Oh, okay, good. I did it with my soap touch pick. Oh, I'm so scared of breaking glass. Since I'm going to be leaving soon, I have to be more or less constantly uploading. So I can get enough footage out to cover 2 weeks. I need to get 14 videos saved and ready, you know, for use. So I'm more or less busy with uploading all day. And then this tunnel went out this way for a little while, and I can't remember how far this tunnel goes, so I'll just let this one go out here. Oh, goody. Goody, goody, goody. We have a dangerous hallway of doom. Let's do a temporary, simple block on this just to keep everything out. I want to keep out those spiders too, so let's do a little more thorough than that. Okay. We should be mostly clear now. In the clear, guys. We're in the clear. There, now no spiders can get us unless we got any cave spiders around. Yay! Okay. Let's fill in this side now. We will just be working on these walls as well and just filling them in as we get to them. But I need to get the basic structure built first because my small mind can't handle big tasks like this. I need small things to work with at a time, and then I can fill in things later when I don't have to worry about like fitting things. So anyway, I'll stop blabbering. Be right back. Okay, back again. I decided to do a little smarter thing and open up a picture of the thing in the side window so I can get a little better idea of what I'm looking at. So what I need to do here is I need this to run down to a system that we will have down here soon. And by the way, this will be covered up, you know, because all the water and whatnot. But I'm just trying to copy more or less what I have there because it's a little difficult to understand. Kind of, if that makes sense. So we have an inverter here, and I know that much. We have an inverter here that's taking it down a couple steps. I believe that'll connect, right? No, wait. Oh, darn it. I keep doing these things wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not a redstone genius. It's, here. This will connect. Yes. Haha. See, Zero does know redstone. He just has to think really, really hard about it. And down till we get to about the level of the bottom of this. Yeah, that looks about right. I'm doing this all off of a picture, by the way. So once we get to over here, we're going to have a bud switch, and that's the whole way that this system works, is it works off a bud switch. Let's see if I can, yes, there we go. So down here, hold on one second. Okay, I had to do a little work off camera because it's difficult to do a recording of this and try to get this done at the same time. Anyway, now we're on to the bud switch step, and this is where I thought I was going to have a little problems, but I think I should be able to get through this without too many problems. So what we need here, let me work a little room out of here so we can work. Okay, so the water's going to come down here and flow through here. This is just a dummy area because I want to balance out the look because we have two holes here, and this will be blocked up here, so it'll just be a hole here. This will be a dummy area. It doesn't really have any use, only just to balance the look. This is the actual bud switch over here, which we will need a sticky piston for. And we need to stick this here, so let me get a little more room so I can move around. There we go. Okay, and this will be our bud switch. Which a bud switch is nothing more than a piston that takes advantage of a little glitch that it's so used now I don't even know if it's a glitch anymore. Where I think if you power a block diagonally, it won't update or it won't show the power until it's been updated. So that's how that works. And we'll need a little more room over here for the piston to move. Or no. Sorry. I'm doing this off of a picture and off of memory, so forgive me if I'm a little lame at this. This is my first time doing any real redstone project, so I'll just have that out there. Okay, so the water will flow down, come through here, hit this bud switch, and there should be this here. Yes, okay. This needs to actually go down one step, but regardless, that'll work. Okay, so I think once a block updates this, such as water, which I have none on me right now, this should move. Let's see if maybe I can update it myself. Yeah, see? Okay, see how that happened? So now the block will stay like that until I change the state of the power, which I can't currently do because it's not hooked up correctly. Yeah. So we'll worry about that in a minute. Anyway, so that's working correctly. That's good. Let me, get back to you in a second. Okay, next step will be we'll work on the T flip-flop because I know how to do that. And the T flip-flop's just going to be built underground here out of the way. Just because they take up a bit of space. Like they need a good maybe 5x3 area or something. And I don't want to have to squeeze that anywhere or get any wires crossed. Language. So I'm going to, well, first I'm going to get some torches in here because I forgot this is YouTube, so you guys probably can't see a thing right now. Let me break this ore block. Oops. Use the wrong pick. Let's use fortune to break this ore block. And we'll make ourselves some torches so we can get the YouTube audience, which is basically the only reason I'm making this video. Get the YouTube audience in this video. Okay. So now let's make the T flip-flop. And to make a T flip... well, here, let me explain what a T flip-flop does. It holds power in one state, like a certain state. And, they're fairly simple. And the cool thing is they're not required to be sticky pistons. So, let's see. You have one piston over here with a block of some sort. Or no, I did that wrong, didn't I? Darn it. I always do these things wrong. Okay, we have one block here with a block there. And we have another block here with a piston here. No. Piston here. Yes, that's correct. And this will be extended. So it'll contact it. And they'll just push the blocks back and forth. And they will be able to change whether or not this output here can output. Sorry, the torch underneath can output. So, like, if that block's been pushed away, or, whoa, whoops. If that block's there, it's powered, but if it's gone, then it gets unpowered. That's how that works. And I think I set this up correctly? Or is it like... No, it's gotta be like that. And then if you power the thing in certain ways, like, it'll flip and flop. You know, hence the term a T flip, or T flip flop. Ugh. Language. Okay. Let me get back to you guys in a second once I remember how to speak and once I've gotten everything set back up. Alright, see you guys in a second. Okay, short update. Looks like I'm gonna have to do most of this off camera with just updates between. Because of the type of thing this is, I can't think and do this at the same time. It's pretty difficult. So, we got part of it set up. I've got these pistons in their places. I've got the pressure plate, which if you listen, that was a shifting of a piston, and I go on it again. That was another shifting of a piston, and that's our T flip-flop down here. I moved it slightly. But every time we step on that, it goes. And that's what we need. And it'll offer a different output each time, which we'll have running up to those pistons up there. But this is actually, I believe, the second input right here. Yeah, so this is the second input that we can apply to the flip-flop, which we will need because it has a button also. So let me get back to you as soon as I wire that up. Hey guys, okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about not showing you too much, but I did get the whole thing running. So, at the very least I can show you how it works. I know I showed you how it works already, but let me show you how it works here. So, it's closed right now, so let me push this. This is how it will be sitting normally, except for not with that gap there. No. Anyway, this is how it'll be sitting normally. And water will be flowing down, and this will be closed, because water will be in here, and I can't add the water yet, because I haven't broken the roof off yet. The water will be flowing in here. This will be closed. And then somebody will swim down here, push this button, and then this will close. The water will drain, and it will drain off this bud switch, and then this door will open. You push this, and it'll open back up as you leave, and these doors will close again. And it took me a while to figure out how to get it to work, but it's fairly simple once you actually know what you're doing. This is a T flip-flop, and when you push the button or that pressure pad over there, it will flop the direction. It'll, like, flip-flop. It'll change the current that it's going to those little closey thingies up top. So they'll either open or close. And then this other door is just connected to a bud switch. So basically this door here, whenever there's water, this will stay closed, and whenever there's not water, it'll open. So it's fairly simple if you break it down like that, which is what I have to do to make myself understand it. And it's a closed system. We don't need to do anything to it unless someone messes it up. And what I'm doing now is I'm digging the exit area. This is what's going to happen is it's going to be like underground kind of for this section, and then it'll come back out into our dome, or not our dome, but our little area for our air bubble where it'll be glassed in. But it has to go underground to hide most of the wiring, because otherwise it'll be a lot more out there and sticking out and a lot more wiring, and I don't really want all that. I'd rather keep it underground, especially since I don't know what I'm doing very well. Like, Mindbrew did a lot of that work. You know, he came up with most of the idea. I had a general idea, but I didn't know quite how to implement it, and he did it. Which was a very nice teamwork. He do the work, and I sit there tell him what to do. I'm just kidding. But, that's how that worked. Anyway. And, I'm just gonna fill in these bare spots with some half slabs to keep with the theme. And I'll probably be using stone brick and glass for a lot of the place, but I wanted the entrance to be a little different. I didn't want it to... I wanted something to break it up. So I worked with it. I really liked that iron block theme, but the problem is first off, I'll get griefed, and second off, it costs a lot to do that. So, I'm going with this because these are a lot cheaper to produce. I've got tons of the materials I needed to make them. And, the only annoying thing is placing them, but they look pretty nice, don't they? I mean, they got sort of this white stone texture to them. I just like it. It's a lot of nice right there. And yeah, we'll install some lighting in here too. I don't have any torches on me right off, but we will install some lighting in here. So even though it looks dark right now, it's only for right now. Everything's still sort of coming together. And my biggest worry is to get this, get sort of some sort of dome built so that we can let the water down, because I've been wanting to let this water down so bad, and I can't safely do it until I get everything plugged up and everything together. So it is functioning now. All we need to do is add water, and then will be fully functioning, and we should be good to go after that. So I'll see you guys in a second. Hey guys, it's me again. And I'm fighting off a horde of slimes, but I should let you know now that I've gotten a bit more work done. So, oh gosh, these guys are everywhere down here. Like, this is slime height. I could sell slimes for the rest of my life and never go broke. But anyway, what I'm gonna say now, and what I'm gonna say now is, I've gotten the first room done to my town. It's the introductory room. And it's sort of like the room that you go into. It's the first place you go into, honestly. So this wall right here, once I get a bunch of signs together, will be my introduction wall. I was just looking over the requirements for a town. One of the things is you need a town wall of some sort where it tells the town name. It tells some of the town rules, building style, stuff like that. So I'll need to get that together soon, and I'll be putting it on this wall. It's right after here, and then what I'm gonna do is after this I'm gonna flood the place. I'll probably put some doors up here to block out the water. And then after I've flooded the place, I'm going to put 2 pathways out to either side. And there's going to be one going sort of over in this general direction, and another one going over in this general direction. And I think I might need to get some help from some other people, like on ideas of what to do. But for now, I've got the very, very basic idea of what I want. And I've got lots of sand to make glass, so that's good. So, overall, everything's going good. And I have one last little dangerous shenanigan I'm going to pull off. So, be back in 1 second once I'm ready for that. Okay, guys, I'm ready for the most stupid idea I think I've ever come up with. So what I want to do is, there's a lot of torches down here, probably a good 2-3 stacks, and I really don't want them to go to waste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save them in the most dumbest way I think I've ever come up with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break all these torches as I'm quickly running. I might have to fight a couple times. Oh gosh, look at all these slimes. This could be bad before I even start. Anyway, I'm going to take out all these torches, pick them up, and run. Then I'm going to quickly destroy the stairs, and then I have a single water column from the surface that I'll swim up to the surface, and I can then break everything. It'll be completely filled with water, and we won't have to worry about mobs spawning in here ever again, or at least not in this area, only in the dry areas. Ooh, and I'm really, really nervous. Like, I've got food, and I'm gonna keep my hunger up. I've got armor. Armor's in good shape. I got a sword, got bow. So, in theory, I should be completely ready to take on this challenge. Whenever you turn off all the torches, this whole thing turns into the world's most efficient mob grinder. And it's really terrible, honestly, to tell you the truth, because at first I tried not to use the torches, and then I realized I have to, so yeah, you kind of realize after a while that torches are necessary. And there's also some stuck to the walls way up there. I'm not going to get those. I'm just going to let the water wash those away, because those will be too difficult. But I'm going to grab all these on the ground if I can. I figure ending this might be fun, and I kind of wanted to put in some really cool epic music, but I didn't have a good reason to. So maybe this is a good enough reason. If I can find some really epic music to put under this, that'd be nice. Especially if, like, some monsters start attacking, you know, other than slimes. Slimes don't count as monsters. They're like squishy things. Stay away from me, squishy slime. Ooh. Here comes the nervousness. I'm just about at range where they'll start spawning over there. Just about. And, because this room's so big, some of them will catch up to me, and then I'll get mobbed. Get it? Mobbed because they're mobs. That was a terrible joke. Don't laugh. Let's see. Since I've got nothing to do but run around right now, I will say this, that I will definitely be working on this more. But for today, this is basically what I've got, and it's very, very good. It's just, there's not much else to it. I'll probably be adding some glowstone in key areas. I don't have much left, and you can't really find much in the nether. I might take a trip sometime and see if I can scrounge around for a few more. But, I'll probably stick what I have left onto this pad over here to act as a, like a guide for people to see where you're supposed to come in at. Because I found you can get down, an average person without an aqua affinity or a respiration helmet can get down with 5 air bubbles remaining. But you know, you'd want to be somewhere then. You wouldn't want to just get stuck then. So you kind of need to know where you're going. And putting some light in there would assist, unless, you know, they're dumb. Then that's their fault. Not my problem. I'm going to help them out with light, and if they're too dumb to follow the light, then that's their problem. Uh-oh. Leave me alone, guys. Come on. Can't we all be friends? This is what I was worried about. You know the problem too is going to be once I fill this thing with water, I might start getting some mobs floating up. I'm not sure. I might be too far away, but there's a good chance I could get some mobs starting to float up after this. Leave me alone, slimes. You're blocking my torch hitting skills. This is not parkour. Yeep. Leave me alone, skeletons. Okay, I think I'm gonna speed this up and slow it down whenever I get to somewhere interesting, so I'm gonna stop talking. Oh, I'm starting to get hit. I'm starting to get hit. Oh, and this is where it's getting tense. Look at this. I got a train of mobs following me right now, and there's a few lights left, and I'm half thinking I should just leave them, but that wouldn't be quite as fun, would it? Come on! Let's go! Let's go, mobs, come on! Let's do this. It's like Siege, only I don't need MC here. Who needs MC for Siege? Got my own at Siege here. In my underwater base, or what will be underwater. Die. Okay. And this should be the last torch on the floor. There's one on the pad there, and then there's some up here. I think the best way to go about this is to start at the top, just simply because I think it'll be too difficult to start at the bottom. So let's put away some of these items I got. See, I think we can put some of this in the miscellaneous section. Oh, hello, phone. I thought I turned you off again. How do I want to go about doing this? Let's grab some smooth stone. I need to plug this hole as I leave here. And we'll build this up here. Alright, and that's our escape tunnel right there, so let's just dig all this out, and we'll be good to go, and get rid of that sign, because it'll block some water. We'll have to do some repairs after the water comes down anyway, but, we just need to get this started. I'll see if I can make a run to pick up some blocks before we escape. Because there's going to be a good, I don't know, stack of stairs sitting down there, and stairs take a lot to make, so it would be kind of nice to keep some of them. If I can. I mean, I don't know how well you guys can see, but I can see pretty well on my screen. There's a lot of mobs in here. Oh gosh. Leave me alone. E! Okay. Pick up all the stairs. Or as many as we can. Leave me alone, spider. No! No! Yay! Okay, now we have to get out of here without getting shot to death. That's where I was worried about. Okay, let's get rid of the skeleton. This is the only skeleton I have to worry about, then I should be okay. Of course, spider might make my life worse. Okay. I don't know how well you guys can see. Probably not too well, and there's not much I can do about that. I've got the brightness boosted on Minecraft to max, but this is the last time we will ever see this thing dry, because we are filling it up. Yes, we are indeed. Alright, here comes the lengthy process of breaking all these blocks. I guess I could show you a little at the beginning what this is going to look like. It's going to break all these blocks like this. Going to be a lot faster than placing them. And water's going to flow down there, as expected, and fill up our lake. Let's take a quick peek down there. At least I can see. I don't know if you guys can. Wow. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of flooding down here. Going to be a lot of drowning mobs, I hope, too. I hate those things. And I know I'm supposed to go to the edge of this stone here and all the dirt in between. So it's fairly simple on how to take this down. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys as soon as I've cleared out all this dirt, which shouldn't actually take too long. It's going to be a lot shorter, and I'm not even going to try to pick up this dirt. It's going to go everywhere down there. It'd be nearly impossible to grab successfully. So, see you guys in a sec. Hey guys. Okay, we're back together one last time on our little last remaining block of dirt. I saved this one special, so we could take a look at our creation. So it might be a little dark, but right here is the entrance. It goes underground and comes up through here, and there's our first room. So let's see what it would be like. So you kind of need to aim yourself up before you get down there, because it's a little dark. But I'll be adding some glowstone in soon, so it won't be too bad. But you just aim for the hole, and I've got plenty of air. A normal person would have about 5 blocks left by the time they got down here, maybe 4. So no dilly-dallying, but it's enough time to get down here, and you can get in this little air pocket. Press the button. They close, blocking off any more water from flowing. And the bud switch updates. Door opens. Walk on pressure plate. And water flows down again. Hits bud switch. Door closes. Excellent. I am liking this a lot. This is our wall. This is our room. You can, here, let me see. I don't know how, I doubt you guys will be able to see anything, but I know if I take these torches off, I can see the night sky amazingly well. This is pretty crazy. I love this. You can actually see everything outside really well when you're not blinded by all these torches. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Maybe I'll put an on-off system in like a room somewhere, like an observatory room. I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, and this will be the town wall. I'll write the name of the town, which I believe I will call Zaude. And for the spelling on that, you'll just have to see the wall. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Sorry it took so long. Hello, world backup. Hello, backup complete. Yeah, sorry it took so long. I'll see what I can cut out and make this video run a little faster, so hopefully it won't be a 50-minute long video. But we got a whole lot done today. When I first started today, where I'm standing right now was still underground. So much was dug today. Thank you for all the people who helped me dig. Because I couldn't have done it quite this fast without you. I'd probably be finishing digging now. And I wouldn't have gotten any of this airlock stuff done. And this airlock thing probably took me 2 hours to get done. Which, it wasn't a long build. It was just, I'm not really good with redstone. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video, and yeah, come back soon and we will be definitely expanding this out. This is just the first room, but it will definitely be expanding out and it will be amazing. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye.